Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Lily gives Victor the goods on Billy and Kyle stumbles upon dirt on Audra. Today on The Young and the Restless, Chance considers a career change, Summer and Kyle celebrate, and Michael warns Victor. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. In the jazz lounge, Devin and Nate are chatting at the bar when Audra walks in. She asks Devin if they can find a way to be civil. Devin asks, why? Nate says they're seeing each other, so it would be a little less awkward. Devin asks, what? He didn't think their lunches had turned into something like this, but it's none of his business. They can do whatever they want. Audra guesses he doesn't like it, and Nate supposes he's got plenty to say about it. Audra says she's genuinely fond of Nate, and there's no ulterior motives. Devin says she snaked Tucker's company away from him. Your girlfriend hasn't changed as much as she claims she has. He excuses himself and walks off. At Crimson Lights, Summer remembers Kyle's coffee order, and they joke about being fortified with caffeine for the meeting with their lawyers. They hope to be able to keep being on the same page for the custody negotiation. Kyle says for Harrison they have to. They sit and discuss how positive they feel about the meeting. Kyle marvels that they're actually here after all the weeks and months of animosity. They've both said things they regret. Kyle's happy they can talk as parents again. They'll put their egos aside today for Harrison. Nikki meets Lauren at Society and hopes she's not late. Lauren says she's right on time. Nikki alludes to something that will keep her busy happening soon, and Lauren teases her for being mysterious. She asks how Nikki agreed to let Adam run Newman Media. Nikki says she took some time off and Victor wanted her to concentrate on her recovery. Lauren asks, so, you just backed off? That does not sound like something you would do. She feels something is off and asks, what is it? Nikki admits she and Victor are working on something for her going forward that is an absolute secret. Lauren bets she can get it out of her. Nikki can't tell her about their plans yet, but she'll say it will bring her a new level of power and responsibility much bigger than Newman Media. Lauren is thrilled. If anyone deserves a win, it's Nikki. She asks when this is happening. Nikki isn't sure. There's a lot of maneuvering to get things in place. Lauren groans. She thinks Victor is cooking something up, and it makes her nervous. He called Michael into a last-minute meeting this morning, and she hopes it's above board. Nikki says Victor would never get Michael into trouble. Lauren laughs, are you sure about that? At Abbott Chancellor, Billy is on the phone schmoozing when Chance comes in. Billy disconnects and crows about a deal he's making that will change everything. Chance learns he's cut a deal with Odyssey 7. Billy brags that his mom has been trying to get this deal for years and he locked it in. Chance is skeptical. This is an AI company and not a natural fit for them. Billy argues this is the future and the world will take notice. Chance grunts, a view right? Billy shrugs. Why not him? Lily arrives in Victor's office, and he asks what she has for him. She has the key to what she believes is Billy's downfall. Victor asks what boy genius wants to do now. Lily says he's focused on the launch of Abbott Chancellor, and is over-promising everything. He plans to promote a new deal that she thinks will make Chancellor sink like a rock. She thinks there's a way to bring in elements of the deal without compromising the way they do things, but Billy's basing the entire launch around the deal. If someone were to beat him to the punch, it would leave him scrambling. Lily says when Billy scrambles, that's when he's vulnerable. Victor says that in Lily's scenario, Billy self-destructs. Lily notes that's what he does. If Newman came in and scuttled his deal, he'd be desperate to save face. Victor likes how she thinks and bets she would be good at chess. Lily is good at a lot of things, which he'll see when she's back running Chancellor. Victor says, of course. He doesn't recall what she said the name of the company Billy is taking over was. Lily demurs, I never said the name. Victor grunts, no, you haven't. Is something wrong? Lily is going to need confirmation in writing that she'll be back in charge of Chancellor. Michael knocks and comes in. Victor tells Lily his lawyer fixes everything. Victor tells Michael that his plan is for Lily to return to Chancellor. He tells Lily that he'll think about her proposal. Lily says she thinks her father would like them working together. I don't think he'd like how we're going about it, but he would like that we have this mutual trust. Victor remarks that Neil would be proud of her. Lily says he always taught her to be her own person. She has a proven track record and just wants what's rightfully hers. Victor says he'll be in touch. Lily exits, and Victor tells Michael it should be no surprise that he likes Lily and values her. Michael says he's leading her on when they both know the job she wants is going to Nikki. Do you think it's wise? Aren't we playing with fire here? At Chancellor, Billy complains about Chance's tone and asks what his problem is. Chance says as great as the deal sounds, he's sure Billy's shoot-from-the-hip style will come back and bite them. Billy asks what he has to do to prove that he knows what he's doing. Chance says, I already told you, make me your co-CEO. Billy doesn't see how making him a partner will prove anything. Chance says it will show he can make compromises and not be a one-man band. Billy isn't seeing the need. Chance says it can be temporary, but right now he needs someone to reel him in. With Lily out of the picture, he's the guy. Billy appreciates his enthusiasm, but they need to table the conversation until after the launch. Chance doesn't want Billy to blow him off. He won't leave without an answer. Billy says the answer is no. He's been in the business for 5 minutes. Chance sighs. That's too bad, Billy. He implies that he's putting Jill's health at risk. Billy reminds him his mother put him in charge, not Chance. He still wants him to stay on. Chance doesn't think that's possible. He wants to do everything his way. Billy warns if he walks out the door there's no coming back. So what's it going to be? At the club, Summer and Kyle celebrate with champagne. The custody arrangement is set, and they're both happy. Kyle grins that Harrison will be the most happy. Summer is proud of them. Kyle says, me too, and they toast. They joke about being grown-ups. Kyle feels a 10,000-pound rock has been lifted. He asks that they deal with each other and not lawyers from now on. Summer says, deal. Audra and Nate walk in and Summer hopes Kyle meant what he said about getting rid of that woman. Kyle tells her he's working on it, but it's tricky. Trust me, I want her out of my life as much as you do. Across the room, Audra asks Nate if he's still upset about Devon. Nate just finds it irritating. His cousin walks around like he has a halo on his head. Audra doesn't care what he thinks. A bottle of wine arrives and Kyle comes over to say he sent it. Audra invites him to join them. Nate is glad things are getting better between the two of them. Kyle says they're a work in progress. Nate says it can't be easy being forced to work together by. Audra interrupts him, our mystery benefactor. Nate claims that Audra won't tell him who the investor is. Kyle grins that he won't get the name out of him either. Loyalty is far too important. In Victor's office, Michael doesn't want to be disrespectful, but does he want him to nod his head and agree or give him sage advice? Victor tells him to say what he wants to. Michael asks if he's still planning to put Nikki in charge. Victor says yes. Michael says he's sure she'll shine, eventually. Victor asks what he means by it eventually. Michael points out she's never been in the role before, so Lily would be a prime asset to her. Lily's been the boss, and she's excelled at it. Do you really think she'll accept a secondary position after making her believe that she's going to get the top job? Victor thinks she'll come around. Michael wouldn't be so sure about that. Nikki comes in and tells Michael and Victor about her conversation with Lauren, who is concerned they might be planning to skirt the law to help her get her position. So are you? Michael assures her he hasn't been asked to do anything illegal. Victor tells his wife everything is going in accordance to their plan, and there's nothing for her to worry about. Billy orders a drink at the bar in the jazz club and tells the bartender he's celebrating. Devon sidles up and tells him to enjoy it while he can. Kicking Lily out of Chancellor was the biggest mistake of his life. Billy tells Devon he's only going one direction, up. Devon chuckles. Up in flames, Billy. Billy promises he's about to be dazzled. It's bigger than anything he can imagine, and he did it himself. Devon doesn't think Lily deserved him cutting her loose. Billy complains that she lured him into a funny partnership and planned to give him the axe. Devon thinks this is paranoia. Billy says he knew about the plan. Devon doesn't think Chancellor stands a chance in hell without Lily's leadership. Billy wonders if he thinks she's so great, why didn't he hire her back? At Crimson Lights, Chance tells Summer he's leaving Chancellor. He made a play and it didn't work. Summer worries this is the radical risk she urged him to take. Chance says he asked Billy to make him a partner and he refused. Summer's surprised that he's just walking away. Chance says if he'd stayed, he'd end up like Lily, dealing with a megalomaniac every day. Summer urges him to tell Jill first before Billy can spin it. Chance is sure that his grandmother will see the situation and Billy for what it is. Summer asks if he's thought about what he wants to do next. Chance nods, I have. I'm not sure you're going to like it. Summer asks if this job will take him far away. Chance says no, it will actually keep him there. But this job has got other drawbacks. Summer asks if one would be people potentially shooting at him. Chance says, Summer tells him it's alright if he's thinking about going back to police work. Chance gave the family business a shot, but he can see himself going back to the force. It's who I am. It's where I feel most comfortable. Summer's not thrilled, and his mother will be less thrilled. Chance is saving that conversation for later. It's not set in stone, but he's thinking about it. In the jazz lounge, Devin tells Billy he doesn't have a clue what he lost in Lily. She could have propped him up, but now he'll sink on his own. Billy says she couldn't be trusted. If Devin hires her back at Winters, he should watch his back. Billy walks out and passes Lily as she's coming in. Devin tells his sister he was just telling Billy what an idiot he was for letting her go. Lily assures him she's all over this one. In the club, Kyle tells Audra and Nate to enjoy the wine and walks off. Nate assures Audra he wasn't going to reveal that she told him Victor's name. Audra worries that Kyle's waiting for anything to smear her with. Nate says he has no proof, so they should enjoy the wine. By the door, Kyle phones Victor and tells him they need to meet about Audra. I just found out she can't be trusted.